Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Living the Sweet Life. I'm your host, TJ Sweet, and on this podcast, we're going to help you go from where you are to where you want to be. We're going to help you do that by reshaping your mindset, helping you live with intention, and learn how to look at the world through a grateful lens. And before we go too far into this episode, I want to say thank you for tuning in, and I want to remind you to hit that subscribe button so that you get notifications when these episodes come out, whether you're listening on iTunes or Spotify or any other way that podcasts can come to you, or you're watching on YouTube. Welcome either way. So this week is we're going to talk a little bit more about this idea of resilient leadership. This is something that's come up quite a bit in my own personal life, and I've had to learn to be ready for the moments that I wasn't expecting, but we still have to lead with intention through these moments of adversity. So as I dive in, I really want to talk a little bit more about the art of resilient leadership. It's not just how to become a resilient leader. There's this balance of resilience that we're going to have to navigate as leaders in our own lives and in our businesses. So let's go straight into it and let's talk about the art of resilient leadership. So leadership isn't just about being flawless. It's not about being perfect. It's about being able to stand strong when things get tough. In fact, one of the most valuable traits any leader can possess is resilience. That's really the ability to navigate challenges and bounce back from adversity and keep moving forward with determination and focus, especially in today's fast-paced and unpredictable world. Resilient leadership is essential to not only survive, but to thrive. So let's talk about the importance of resilience in leadership. So challenges are inevitable in leadership, whether it's an unexpected shift in the market, maybe a major project falling through, or managing a team through tough times. How you respond to these setbacks as a leader really defines your effectiveness and the culture of your business, your organization. And so resilience is really what separates those leaders who get stuck in difficult situations from those who rise above them. It's not about avoiding challenges, but about facing them with mental toughness, learning from them, and emerging stronger on the other side. So early in my leadership journey, remember I was 23, I remember facing a major setback. When a long-term project, thing we'd been working on for a long time that I'd been leading did not turn out the way we'd planned. Now, the initial disappointment was crushing. I was trying to prove myself. But it was in that moment I realized resilience wasn't just about getting through it. It was about also learning from it. I took the time to reflect from the mistakes I made and approach the next challenge with more clarity and more resolve. Now, really, that experience taught me that resilience is a skill that grows, and it only comes from adversity. So let's first talk about cultivating mental toughness. Now, let's be honest here. Resilient leaders aren't born. They're made. Developing mental toughness is about training your mind to stay strong in the face of difficulties. I want to share a few strategies that I've found to be effective in cultivating resilience in my own leadership journey. The first thing you have to do and you have to own is shifting your perspective. How you view setbacks makes all the difference. Instead of seeing challenges as failures, look at them as opportunities for growth. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Adopting that growth mindset that we talk about so much really helps you see the value in the difficult experiences. The second thing you can do is embrace uncertainty. It's always going to happen. Leadership often requires stepping into the unknown. The more you embrace uncertainty, the more comfortable you are with it, the more adaptable you become. When you accept that not everything is within your control, you free up your mental energy to focus on what you actually can control, which are your actions, your attitude, and your response. Third thing we can do is always practice self-awareness. It's so important because resilient leaders really know their strengths. We know our weaknesses and our triggers. They regularly check in with themselves, recognizing that when you're feeling stressed or overwhelmed, it's really important that we take back control of what we can. So self-awareness really allows you to manage your emotions effectively, which then helps you stay calm under pressure. So now the second thing, we're going to talk about some strategies for overcoming setbacks, because they're always going to happen, but we always have to be ready. Resilience is more than just mental toughness. It's about creating a strategy for how to bounce back from the setbacks. Leaders who are resilient don't just hang in there during the tough times. They actively work through challenges with intention. Now I want to walk you through a couple ways and a couple strategies that I've used to help kind of overcome some setbacks in my life. The first thing is you got to break it down, simplify. When faced with daunting challenges, break it into a smaller, more manageable step. This not only makes the problem feel less overwhelming, but it also gives you a sense of progress as you tackle each part of the problem. Second thing you can do, and this is so important, is build a support network. Resilient leaders don't go at it alone. Surround yourself with trusted people, maybe a network of colleagues, mentors, and friends who can offer advice and encouragement and maybe a new perspective. Sometimes simply talking through a problem can help you find a solution faster. You're not alone. Third thing is about reflecting and adjusting. After overcoming a setback, take time to really reflect on what worked and what didn't. Adjust your approach for the next time and use the lessons learned to grow as a person and as a leader. Resilience really isn't about perfection. It's about continuous improvement. Now, really, one of the most important things that we're going to have to do is learn how to lead through the tough times. As a leader, your resilience doesn't just benefit you. It benefits your entire team. When they see how you face adversity with strength and determination, it will inspire them to do the same. Leadership is just so much more important and not just about guiding people during the good times. It's about showing up with resilience during those challenging moments. Your ability to stay composed, maintain perspective, and keep the team moving forward instills confidence in your people. They'll be ready for the tough things. So resilient leaders build resilient teams by modeling the mindset and the behaviors to help them actually overcome the challenges. So now what? Now what do you do? The important thing, share your story. As you stop and reflect on some resilience and think about your own leadership journey, I encourage you to really stop and think about a time when you faced adversity. How did you overcome it? What did that experience teach you about yourself as a leader, even as a person? Take a moment to share your story with those around you, whether it's with a team, maybe it's your team, maybe a mentor, or maybe another leader. When we share our stories of resilience, we remind others and ourselves just how much we are capable of and how we're able to bounce back no matter the setback. So if you find yourself really kind of in this place now of being ready to cultivate resilience and lead with a renewed strength, reach out to me for some coaching or maybe leading a speaking engagement for you and your team and your leaders to explore how resilience can really be the key to unlocking your potential as a leader. So as we wrap up this episode, I really hope you take that call to action seriously and you really start to share your story and you reflect on how you have become a resilient leader. These last 5 years, COVID taught us a lot. Different things about our businesses. The consumerism has changed our businesses a lot, but we are resilient because we know what we're doing is bigger than ourselves. So take time to reflect on your leadership story, your leadership journey with other people around you. So I'll wrap up this episode like I do with every other episode to remind you that you always have the power and the choice to reshape your mindset, live with intention, and look at the world through a grateful lens. Until the next episode, never stop.